Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I am here to write sonnets with you here today. This is our collaborative writing project where we come up with something that is unique, something that is special, and something that is often very silly. If you are new to the show, please follow me in all the right places. So facebook.com/Shakespeare Proves, and you can find out my almost daily goings on. YouTube.com/Shakespeare Proves. That's my YouTube channel. As you might imagine. You can also watch the show on twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. Thank you to Paolo Garbanzo and the Nat21 crew for having me over there. You can follow me on Instagram, Shakespeare.approves, on Twitter @ShakesApproves, and even on TikTok. I post there occasionally, Shakespeare.approves. If you would like to support the show and buy me a cup of coffee, you certainly can by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. But let's get down to it. It has been a minute since we've done this. Also, thanks to the Jackdaws for providing this wonderful music for us. You can go follow them on Spotify and listen to them all over there. By the way, I'm just going to have a quick sip of my coffee. But let us get down to brass tacks, shall we? We're writing sonnets, and so let's talk about it. What is a sonnet? Well, a sonnet is a 14-line poem, and it has some rules. There are 3 4-line stanzas in this 14-line poem. The first line, line A, rhymes with the third line. The second line, line B, rhymes with the fourth line. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. And it is written in iambic pentameter. That means there are 10 syllables per line. And you can go to 11 syllables, which is hendacasyllabic, if the need arises. You do that for special emphasis. You do that because sometimes you just need to. So let us start working on this together. So here's our document right here, and we're going to get down to it right now. I'm going to increase the size on it here. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so we can all see it a little better. So it says ode to, because every sonnet is an ode to something. And below that, you see candy jar. Candy jar are lines that we like, but we're not quite sure what to do with them yet. So I stopped putting all the lines that you suggest right in there. So first, let us see what we're writing about. Also, by the way, to everyone who's watching largely on Twitch this morning, good morrow. Johnny O Twitch, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa to you too as well, sir. Nicole Photographer, new fan from Scarborough Renaissance Festival. Hello, good morrow. Sally, good morrow, good morning. Yes, Nicole, the music is by the Jackdaws, and they wrote that from about 2 years ago, and it is absolutely grand. And then Sir David Percival, good morrow, just watching today. Is he working? Absolutely, well done. So, friends, what are we writing about today? I like to take your suggestions for what we're writing about, because this is a writer's room. This is a collaborative process for doing the show. And I'm basically just your head writer. I'm your editor. Alex Stephen Arke, good morning. I keep saying Arke. Alex Stephen Ake, good morning. And Screaming Dragon, good morning. Brian S. Douglas over on Facebook says, what's the Twitch handle? He wants to watch it over on Twitch. For Twitch, it's at Nat21Adventures. And let me throw that up on the screen here. And there we go. You can go you can follow it right there, Brian, for Twitch. Twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. So what are we writing about today, dear friends? What are we talking about? Johnny O Twitch says we should be talking about James Montgomery Scott. Are we combining James Doohan with Montgomery Scott? Is that what we're doing? We're doing an ode to Scotty, and we're calling him James, of all things. That's weird. Don't hate it. That's just weird. Sally says, we're writing about being exhausted. I am weirdly tired this morning. And I don't know why. Got a good night's sleep. So those are our two suggestions at the moment. We're talking about James Montgomery Scott. Who is James Montgomery Scott? I mean, seriously, are we just are we trying to be clever here? Are we? Do you know things I don't know? I mean, I'm feeling the need to start looking for him right now. Like, who is James Montgomery? You know what? I'm going to look for James Montgomery Scott. James Montgomery Scott. There's a James Montgomery Scott LLC. That's fantastic. All right. Let's see. So yeah, the internet is just backing up what I thought, that you're just combining names. Now, we got Montgomery Scott's first name from James Doohan's middle name. He was James Montgomery Doohan. I mean, I really feel like Johnny O just screws with me on this show. I really feel it. So there's that. Poseworth, greetings, keep being awesome. Thank you. You do the same. You keep being awesome as well. Screaming Dragon says outdoor exploration. Off-screen wife and I are going to go do that a little bit later today. We're going to go up to Mount Greylock. And Alec is still tired from second vaccine. Johnny O, after 3 minutes of berating, says, "Oh, okay, Scotty." Let's talk about Scotty. So, all right. So we can talk about Scotty. We can talk about being exhausted. I mean, if you want to talk about James Doohan, that man lived a life. I mean, he lived a life. For instance, he had 9 fingers. Scotty had 10. This is just what we're saying. So, all right. Anyway, also, I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see the screen a little bit better this morning. Oh, that was the idea. Both and noteworthy. All right. So, good. In that case, let us do that. And Alex Stephen Egg says we could just do a Star Trek one. Let's save that. Let us do one for Montgomery Scott / James Doohan. Let's see. I mean, are we near his birthday? He died at 85. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Oh, goodness. There was a James... Well, I mean, obviously there are James Montgomery Scotts. But James Doohan... When is his birthday? I'm just falling down a Scotty rabbit hole now. I mean, this is just... why am I insisting on doing this? Oh goodness. He would have been over 100 years old now if he had lived. But oh goodness. I'm just falling down. Screaming Dragon met him at Comic-Con. Oh, very nice. Well done. I bet he was delightful. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so we're writing about Scotty, possibly with some James Doohan. He's given her all she's got, Captain. Line suggestion from Alex Stephen. Okay, so you know what? We will. So I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. And you say, sir. Yeah, we'll play with that because he never would have done that. He never would have said that like that. It's a weird thing, Captain said. It's almost more of a Chekhov thing. That being said, we're talking about Scotty. So Ode to James Montgomery Scott. Excuse me, dear friends. I apologize. I was not able to hit the mute button on that. Let me one more time. Allergies have just been kicking me this entire time. Sally knows. A few of you in Texas know. Oh, this spring and now summer, it's just been very murder on me. All right. Sally also said that she is tired from being able to do things now that things are open. Yeah, that happens, right? That's like what is happening. We're all like, oh, this takes energy. Right then, okay, sure. I guess we're going. I guess we're doing this. All right. So, and I'm getting a call. Nope. I'm gonna decline that for the moment. All right. So, Screaming Dragon suggestion. He kept the ship going no matter what. So there we go. He kept the ship going no matter what. He also always multiplied its repair efforts by a factor of 4. The dilithium crystals can't handle it. The dilithium crystals can't handle it. There we go. Factors of 4. Well done, Johnny. Yeah. When Kirk again brought them close to that door faster, he'd get it. That's clever. Fun thing, you know that Jim Kirk's name is Kirk because of a church. Yep. That's right. Yeah. Even though Roddenberry wanted no religion in it, he wanted the semblances of it. So, excuse me, I'm just going to have a starburst here because it was in front of me on my desk and I decided I wanted it because I'm a child. Oh. Good Star Trek V reference. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. By the way, I don't know about any of the other. This is so loud. I don't know about any of the other shows, but for Louisiana at least, we will be doing this live once a day. Yeah. In the School of Bach, we are going to be doing writing sonnets with Shakespeare live, creating a new sonnet every single fair day. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hello. And Alec learned something new today. He did not know about the Kirk thing, but it makes sense. Yeah. Kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah. Kirk, I think, is a Scottish word for church. Yeah. Yeah. So we also have Rhyme Zone open, rhyming dictionary to use because it's very helpful. But let's get into this. We have some good lines to start. So let's see. I think knowing the ship like the back of his hand is a good start. So let's start there. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. So, Screaming Dragon has our first line of the day. Knew the ship like the back of his hand. Kept Enterprise. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. Tinkering, repairing are his main tools, says Sally. So bring that up there. And also, he cannot change the laws of physics. So he kept. All right. Excuse me, friends. I have one more cough about to happen. There we go. Okay. It was a ship that never again saw land. Oh, never once saw land. Unless you go, it was built at San Francisco's fleet yard. So, yeah, I suppose it saw land while it's being constructed. So, it was a ship that never again saw land. And Johnny O. Impulse drive down. The what calls getting hot. The man you need is Montgomery Scott. Oh, that's fun. Dragon kept his cool even in a crisis. Cool even in a crisis. I'm changing your line a little bit here, Alec. It was a ship that never again saw land. I like it, but I'm changing it a bit. So. She was a ship that never once saw land. All right, so definitely needs LaForge. And LaForge needed him too. That's how they were able to get the Enterprise D out of the Dyson sphere. Fun fact: "Beam me up, Scotty" was ever the call. Let's write that in right here. But that was never actually said. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, yes. Scotty, yes. Beam me up, Scotty. Never once said. All right, so let's see what we definitely needs LaForge, which is seeing if that actually fit in scanned. So let's see. Let's look at this at the moment, what we have. Ode to James Montgomery Scott. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. She was a ship that never once saw land, driven by engineer Montgomery Scott. So far, so good. Let's move on to the next stanza. Now, what I'm thinking is what I am thinking is that what we could do is stop talking about James Doohan right here as well, unless we're keeping it purely about Scotty. So what do you want to do? I would leave that in your call right now. Are we talking about both of them, the actor James Doohan and Scotty, or are we talking just about Scotty? Because also we could bring in Simon Pegg too, for that matter. So, what are you wanting to do? Are we talking about the actor or just the character? Let me know in the comments here. I will wait and drink my my grog. No, coffee. By the way, fun, exciting news to happen. I'm gonna take this away so I can just get in nice and close. Your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. That's me. I'm getting my own blend of coffee. I know. Very exciting. Going along with the return of Shakespeare's coffee break in September, there's going to be Shakespeare's coffee break coffee coming out probably in September. So it's going to be really good. You're going to be able to buy it online and also hopefully at physical shows too. So it's going to be a really good time. And yeah, so just want to know. Also, we're going to start having boxes, Shakespeare boxes that you can order. It's going to be a bi-monthly thing. They're going to be available through my Patreon. So the higher tier Patreon members will be able to get that basically automatically. And then everyone else, you can just go buy it. And then Patreon members will get a discount for it too. But it's going to be really neat. It's going to be really neat. Some fun stuff happening. Off-screen wife is working with me on those boxes, and it's very exciting. Very exciting. But let's get back into all of this. Bring this back up on screen. And Screaming Dragon says, we could put in a section about the actor made Scotty so memorable. Maybe that's the last stanza. All right. Very good. Alec says, I was thinking the first stanza, introduction of Scotty, second in danger, third Scotty saving the ship. That's fun too. Sally says, what type of coffee will it be? I don't know yet, actually. Going back to that topic. I don't know yet. I'm working on it now, just going back and forth in discussion and hoping to do some taste testings in July, maybe. And like getting labels created, all that. But I'm hoping for more of like a breakfast blend. So something light, but a little bit chocolatey too. You want a light roast that has, because light roast has extra coffee. Extra coffee. Light roast has extra caffeine. Dark roast has less caffeine. Learned that from being a barista for quite a few years. And I want this to be a nice breakfast roast. And then there's also going to be a decaffeinated version, hopefully at the same time, possibly a little bit later. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, and assuming I only get to do this once, then it's just going to be called Shakespeare's Coffee Break. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, it's very exciting. And yeah, I know, right? It's very exciting. Very exciting. So back to the sonnet. So we have two good suggestions. Screaming Dragon says, Let's talk about Doohan for maybe the last stanza. And then Alec says, first stanza, Scotty, the introduction that we did. Second, in danger. Excuse me. Third, him saving the ship. So we have two very good suggestions here. So let's just plug away and see what we have, what we get. So he knew the ship like the back of his hand. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. She was a ship that never once saw land, driven by engineer Montgomery Scott. I think this is also where we can throw in some of the lines. The lithium crystals can't handle it, giving her all she's got, Captain, etc. So Johnny O says, James Doohan might be a bridge too far. The Nine Fingers having one shot off in World War II. The fan with the suicide lady corresponding with meta conventions. Tougher to prose. Yeah, I mean, and we could do one purely about him at another point. And I think maybe we should take a go at it at another time. So yeah, let's just do Scotty alone. That's my inclination as well. Right here. Yeah. But yeah, the Nine Fingers, Scotty had 10. I thought that was fantastic. And you never knew it. You never knew it. Because James Doohan. So good. And then he would occasionally have a hand double. Yep. No, Scotty did not. No, Scotty has 10 fingers. I'm willing to fight about this. Yeah. Scotty has 10 fingers, just as Shakespeare has a full smile. But the actor who plays Shakespeare does not. Yes. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely quite the person. So, his life was dedicated to his ship, says Screaming Dragon. Let's write that down. Boom. His life was dedicated to his ship. Let's see. Kept us cool even in a crisis. I think that is a good play. I think we actually, I was going to say he kept us cool even in crisis, but I think let's take this couplet here, suggested by Johnny. Yeah, so boom. All right. And then, so that can be our second and fourth stanzas right here. All right. All right, just one moment, because I have some extra sound bleeding in through here. So bear with me, dear friends. And just 1 second. I'm just going to hit mute and jump off. Sorry about that, dear friends. That is what happens when you don't have an actual studio. Other noises bleed in through. When in crisis mode, he was at his best. It's a good line, Sally. Let's throw that in here. When in crisis mode, he was at his best. All right. Boy, I wish there was a faster way of doing that. All right. There we go. So we have the third line. We have the second line and the fourth line. Impulse drive down. The warp core's getting hot. The man you need is Montgomery Scott. Shakespeare had to go put the cat in its place. Not quite. No. It was more of just close the door, try to seal off the room from extra sound. But let's keep going on here. Let's see. All right, let's see. Impulse drive down the walk wall's getting home. I think that is going to be our third line. Which means handle it is going to be the rhyme. So let me jump over the chair. Ship upright. That's what's his good name. The fancy plumbing always clogged the drain. that's funny. Oh, sweet baby Yoda, that's funny. Oh goodness. All right. You think of this. Combat with Klingons, Romulans, we're hit. Impulse drive down, the warp core's getting hot. Dilithium crystals can't handle it. The man you need's Montgomery Scott. There we go. Combat with Klingons. There we go. I like that better. So what we have at this moment, I kind of like this line. I'm not married to it though. So what we have at this moment, he knew the ship like the back of his hand. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. She was a ship that never once saw land, driven by engineer Montgomery Scott. Combat with Klingons, Romulans. The ship's hit! Impulse drive down. The warp core's getting hot. Dilithium crystals can't handle it. The man you need is Montgomery Scott. I like this a lot. This is fun. This is a lot of fun right here. All right, let's move on to our third stanza. Third and final stanza, and then our I like this one too. Let's throw it in. We've never done a Star Wars sonnet? Huh. Imagine that. Not quite true. We've done Baby Yoda. Or at least I've done Baby Yoda. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Now I have a Baby Yoda in here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's a Baby Yoda sonnet for you. Have you ever... Here, let's take this one off. Let me just give it here. Give me the solo. Yeah, so here's a Baby Yoda one I wrote as a commission for... So David Percival right there. So, yeah. So let us... With permission, here we go. Have you ever known a 50-year-old possessed of such a high level of cute? I'm sure there are others, that's what I'm told. But J-Lo have her own horn she can toot. With a wave of his hand, closing his eyes. The danger of evil just sort of saps. Levitating a horn monster. Surprise! He doth protect, he attacks, and he naps. Whether gulping a frog or slurping broth, this little green muppet brings us much joy. On hot Tatooine or cold icy Hoth, he's Daddy Mando's little foundling boy. Technically called the child, we know better. This little womp rat is Baby Yoda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I called him a womp rat. So that made me happy. All right. So, yeah, so I did a Star Wars sonnet. I mean, maybe we haven't done a Star Wars sonnet, but I've done a Star Wars sonnet. Have we done a Star Wars sonnet? I feel like we did. Goodness. Not even for Star Wars Day? No. Maybe. All right. Well, we'll do a Star Wars sonnet at some point then. All right. So let's get back in and finish this. We are at 40 minutes here. So, all right. When Kirk always brought them close to death. When Kirk always brought them close to death's door. You never see him swinging a lightsaber. Maybe you'd see him tossing a caber. That's fun. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. I did do a we did do one. I don't think I wrote Star Wars. That's why I'm not finding it at this moment. But hold on. Let me see. Did I save it into here? All right. Real quick. I'm just gonna play because I don't know what any of these are. Is it this one? Nope. Dude's Guide to Lawn Care. That's hilarious. Nope. 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 All right. So, all right, yeah. So none of those are it. Those are ones that I had saved in here. I think it was the science fiction themed one. All right. We'll find it. Yeah. And it's probably on Instagram. So the thing, this show is taking so long today just because of our weird sidetracks that we're doing. Oh goodness. And come on, you can load. You can no, you can't load apparently. All right. All right. No. My phone apparently has no internet connection. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We'll play with it later. You never catch him shooting a blaster, making the warp drive go faster and faster. That is fun, actually. Oh! You never catch him shooting a blaster when Kirk always brought them close to death's door, making the warp drive go... Oh my god! There we go. There we go. You'd never catch him shooting a blaster when Kirk. You'd never catch him shooting a blaster. Right. Why can't I spell today? Kirk brought them. Making the warp drive go faster and faster. Yeah, Alec is right. Johnny O, you are on it today. So here we go. You'd never catch him shooting a blaster when Kirk always brought them close to death's door, making the warp drive go faster and faster. Faster he'd get it by factors of 4. Oh, that is good. I almost feel like that's the middle one too. Oh yeah. This is fantastic. You are on it, sir. Yes. Alec is completely correct. You are on it. And I think that might be the middle stanza. So let's see. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. She was a ship that never once saw land, driven by engineer Montgomery Scott. You ever catch him shooting a blaster when Kirk always brought them close to death's door, making the warp drive go faster and faster. Faster he'd get it by factors of 4. Combat with Klingons, Romulans. The ship's hit! Impulse drive down. The warp core's getting hot. The lithium crystals can't handle it. The man you need is Montgomery Scott. We end 2 stanzas with that. That's fantastic. And using the Sally line as well. Well done, Alec, for combining that in. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. like to think that just some guy in Tennessee chiming in now. I like to think that in the 24th century, they're still telling stories of how Mayor Finkel was framed and that the urn that says so is in a museum. It belongs in a museum. By the way, just some guy. Thank you for this. Oh my gosh, this is remarkable. This beautiful 3D printed little mini statue. This is remarkable. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, this gave a beautiful sonnet. Stephen, a yellow brick, like one does, and recipes. Oh my gosh. I got this in Scarborough. Excuse me. Got this Shakespeare statue in Scarborough. Was handed. It even has a. I'm not sure if you can even see it on there. Yeah, you can. Has little. I mean, it's not actually words, but printing on the scroll. But it's also a weapon or a corkscrew. Yeah, but it's fantastic. Yeah. So just thank you, friends. The gifts I get from you are amazing and wonderful. Just so thank you very much. Thank you so much. Let us give this a good Star Trekky. Sir David asks, how did I like the recipes? Haven't actually made any of them yet. Because I've had precious little time to do any creation in the kitchen. So that is fun. Oh my god, I was wondering. All right, just some guy says, hope you can make out Mayor Finkel was framed on the scroll. I didn't actually. I noticed that something was scrolled in there, but we can actually see it. The funny thing is I can actually read it more clearly on the screen than I can in live. Mayor Finkel was framed. Oh my god, that is so clever. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Cindy Payne, old colleague, is here. Hello, Cindy. Welcome. Hello. And oh yeah, just it. So you're all wonderful. And let me find a Star Trekky font to throw this into. Do I have one actually? Well, let me, as we finish things up here. No, I only have the Jedi one there. Yeah. So, but let's. So this one will be called "I'm Giving Her All She's Got." All right. This is fantastic, friends. And so we're going to get a font real quick for it. Star Trek font. All right. All right, there we go. That one looks good. And this is so funny. All the there we go. All right. It's so funny that everything we've got to go through. All right. And good morning, Rachel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So let's see what we have here. Can we do it? Give me Final Frontier. Show me Final Frontier. There we go. Boom! Oh, that looks pretty. And we're going to increase the size a little bit here. Ah, there we go. All right. That is our title. and we're going to save it as a PDF. You're like, Shakespeare, we don't actually care. You're doing all the stuff. But yeah, we've got to wrap this up here. But here we go. Here is our sonnet. So let us do this real quick, and then I'm going to have to go. So, all right, here we go. Given her all she's got, Captain. He knew the ship like the back of his hand. He kept Enterprise going no matter what. She was a ship that never once saw land, driven by engineer Montgomery Scott. You'd never catch him shooting a blaster, when Kirk always brought them close to death's door, making the warp drive go faster and faster. Faster he'd get it by factors of 4. Combat with Klingons, Romulans, the ship's hit! Impulse drive down, the warp core's getting hot. Dilithium crystals can't handle it. The man you need is Montgomery Scott. Beam me up, Scotty, is ever our call. James Doohan will be remembered by all. Oh, well done, friends. Well done. Oh, that is fantastic. That was grand, and we did it. We did it today. Yeah. Goodness gracious. We got it done in less than an hour. We went a little longer than usual, but we were also going down our side roads here, and that's okay, and that's all right because we had a great time, and that is what is important. But oh goodness gracious, I keep just popping that over there. But friends, thank you so very much for joining me here today. Next week we are going to be doing this on Thursday. That is the plan, and then Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday the 3rd. So Thursday, July 1st, we'll be doing the show, and then Saturday, July 3rd, Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair. There are only a handful of tickets left. I hope that you are able to get them. Yeah. After that, I'll be at the main Renaissance Fair, the final 2 weekends of July. But yeah, Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair coming up July 3rd. 1 day only show. In the meantime, friends, so much good stuff to do. If you feel like supporting the show, you certainly can by buying me a cup of coffee. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That is ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cuppa. You can also support the show on a recurring basis by becoming a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30, and basically, everyone right now is getting the same rewards. It's going to be changing at the end of the summer, but right now everyone can still get the same stuff. That includes digital editions of my comic book, Julius Caesar, but where the Irons March of the Penguins, and my album, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare, and also scripts of the social distancing players that I wrote last year. Please do follow me in all places: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. But in the meantime, I love you. You love me. There is mutual glorious affection. Thank you, friends. We'll see you next week. Cheers, and bye-bye.